any of you guys are new here, hi, my name is Mel. Please go ahead, hit that subscribe button right down below so that you won't miss another video just like this one. Today, if you do not follow me on Instagram or Facebook, please go ahead, head down below in the description. Go and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And my Instagram is exit through the gift shop. 2 P's and an E. It is going to be what is in my competition bag. So please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up so that I know to continue making content just like this one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started in what is in our competition bag. Kind of like your classic style gym bag that we would have the option to buy from school. We didn't have to purchase these bags. They were completely our decision to decide to purchase them or not. A lot of students did decide to purchase them. I also had purchased one as well. Also, they had other memorabilia, like there is my sweatshirt, as you can see. We had options to buy all of these things. So the first thing that I actually wrote down my little list right here. One thing I said is I would bring an extra pair of tights. So I would always bring an extra pair just in case I got a run or a hole. So I would always bring an extra pair of tights with me. Your character shoes or whatever shoes that you would be wearing for your performance. I can't seem to find my other one. I would always pack my shoes in my bag as well. Next thing that I have on my list of my little makeup bags are my competition earrings, which I would keep in little baggies, as well as extra backs. Always had to bring extra backs to competition. For those runs in your stockings is some clear nail polish. Also, in case you needed to fancy up my nails a little bit, is some clear nail polish fixer-upper for things like that. Now for the next part is going to be all of the hair accessories that we would need. One of the hair accessories that we always needed is we would always need hair elastics. So I would always bring extras because they tend to break. We needed 2 for when we did our hair. Next thing that I always try to bring plenty of, and I feel like everyone in the performance world can agree with me, are bobby pins. I always had to bring extra bobby pins. Bring so many of these. My whole entire show choir competition season, I would be buying bobby pins almost every time I would come back to competition, and I would always recommend bringing extra because you never know when you're gonna need a bobby pin. Our hairstyle required a lot of bobby pins. Next thing, including with our hair, depending on what your show choir needs, I would always recommend bringing curlers. If you are curling your own hair, a curling wand or a flat iron that can curl your hair, freestyle curlers, and then my flat iron that can curl my hair. I didn't need these for competition, but I would always recommend throwing them in your bag just in case. 2 styles of curling to put in your bag for competition season is, if you have a hair piece, always remember to put it in a separate bag so that it doesn't get all tangled. And obviously to remember to bring your hair piece, because if you don't, you are kind of going to be out of luck. Choir does require you to bring a hair piece, making sure that you are packing it the night before so that you do not forget it. And I like to keep mine in a separate bag. Then another product to go along with the hair is going to be bringing hair tool accessories. So hairbrush, comb. Our hairstyle, I like to bring both to make sure I had all of the accessories that I needed. You may not necessarily need either of these in your competition bag, but I would always recommend, if you do want to do your hair at the competition, having both of them available. It's not really a good idea to share these, guys. I personally always like to be over-prepared rather than under-prepared. Bring both just in case, so you have both when you need them. And I didn't have everything that I normally have for competition. Or 2 things that I would always have is hairspray, and then we always use gel, but I don't use gel anymore. This is simulated hairspray. This is actually really dry shampoo. But I always had little travel sizes of hairspray and little travel sizes of hair gel. We would do our hair. I always had that because those were what I needed to do the hairstyle. Bring some hairspray, bring some heat protectant, all that fun stuff. So remember to put that in your bag. So like I said, the makeup portion is going to be a complete separate video. Stay tuned for that. Also leave a link down below when that video is ready to be posted so that you can see what to put in your makeup bag. So that will be located down below. Odds and ends type things. They're not really in a category. One of the things I always recommend bringing a really comfortable shirt to wear is the polo that we were required to wear when we went to competition. It has the name of our school and then the name of our show choir. We're required to wear this for a competition, kind of like our casual but uniformal looking, thing, I guess. And apparently there's a cat in the bag. Ah, cat in the bag. The next thing that I would always, just kind of sticking to clothing items, is I would always bring an extra pair of socks just in case. So bring an extra pair of socks just in case. The next random item that I would always bring a camera. Another thing that I would bring now if I was going into competition now is I would just bring my phone because my phone comes with a camera. We would always pack a camera separate because back when I was in show choir, everyone had their own little baby personal camera. Especially bringing your phone to communicate with everyone. It's also going to help take pictures and stuff like that. So the random item that I have that I would recommend bringing are Band-Aids. You never know when someone's going to get a blister. You never know when someone's going to, cut their finger or something like that. So I always like to be over prepared. Oh, I would always recommend bringing them because they were super, super hard to find, and now I just have them with me and I know that I have them with me. So for the next random item that I would recommend is bringing your deodorant, because you're going to be dancing, you're going to get hot. The auditorium was always very, very hot, and we were always encouraged to, once our set was done, to sit in the audience, or competing show choirs as well. So it was always very, very hot. Just bring it for other people, but for yourself, because you're gonna need it. So the next random item that I would recommend bringing is a mirror for your makeup. Would avoid the headache and just bring your own mirror. This is very similar to the one that I would bring. The bigger the better. Not something too big because you don't want it to break, and it does have a stand. Easier to just bring your own. Definitely during competitions, I remember there would be a cafeteria where they would sell food. It wasn't always catered, but most of the time they would have pizza or something, or Subway sandwiches, something that was really big that they could purchase a lot of and that we could eat. It was one of those moments where I wish I had my toothbrush and toothpaste, but instead just throw one of these guys in here. These are the little Colgate travel toothbrushes, and it's almost the same as brushing your teeth. I don't remember these existing when I was in high school, but I would have wished that they did, because they definitely would have been super beneficial for competition. If you ate something that would cause your breath to smell, and you don't want to have your breath smell while you're at competition, then you had a choice to avoid that. Another thing that I would always recommend to bring with you is some ibuprofen or Advil, just because during the hype of competition, things can be really loud. It's very, very stressful, and I know for me that there were definitely times when I would get really bad headaches. I would always recommend throwing in some ibuprofen or Advil or something of the equivalent. I know that with our hair was always, it had to be pulled really, really tight. It always gave me a headache. I remember feeling so relieved when I was able to take that off at the end of the night. I would definitely recommend bringing some kind of pain reliever throughout the day. So another thing that I would definitely recommend to bringing some snacks. Usually during the competition, do have snacks that you can buy, and sometimes I remember the host school would give us a little goodie bag. I would always recommend bringing your own snacks as well, just as something you can carry around with you during the competition, because you're going to be really excited that you're there, and you don't want to so excited you don't want to not eat, and then you won't be able to perform your best. Always bring a couple of snacks just to have something that you, especially something you like. If you're a picky eater like I was, I always brought my own snacks. The thing going off of the snack idea is I would recommend bringing your own water bottle. I always like to bring my own water bottle to put water in, and I always like to make lemon water during competitions. I would just take regular Poland spring water or regular purified water and put a little bit of lemon juice in it and drink that for competitions, and it would help with voice. So I always like to do that, and I would make it myself. Especially under the stage lights, you're going to be sweating that liquid back in your body. So it's always a good idea to bring your own. And there's always going to be water fountains, so you can always fill it up and you don't have to pay for water when you're there. A big water bottle just like this one. And kind of last but certainly not least, I would always throw in my wallet. Granted, I would bring like a small bag with me too that I would bring with me on the trip, so it wouldn't be like my big purse. It would be like a smaller bag that I would carry around with me. So I would always recommend throwing your wallet in there along with another bag that you could use to like walk around in. So that is pretty much it. That is all the things that I would recommend bringing for competition season. Please make sure that you stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be more in depth of what is going to be in my competition makeup bag. I hope to see you all in my next video. Please make sure you head down to that description and hit that subscribe button, as well as hitting the thumbs up button so that I know to continue making content just like this one. And I want to again thank you all so much for watching. Thanks guys, bye!